All right, Ola testing. You know, I've been using Toontrack Superior Drummer 3 for the longest time, man. It's an excellent app, but there's a new contender in town, the Get Good Drums Modern and Massive 2 Sweet. So Get Good Drums have had contact libraries of software drums before that have sounded very, very good. I've used a fair bunch of them, and in the past year, probably, I've used them in the Sunday with Olas. You've probably heard some of it actually in there mixed with some other drums and shit like that. But now Get Good Drums are putting on their big boy pants and they released their own standalone suite called Modern and Massive 2 to compete with the likes of Toontrack Superior Drummer. And it looks something like this. Check it out. But now that it is its own software, you don't have to deal with Kontakt or samplers or anything like that, which is really nice. You can use this as a standalone unit if you want to connect your electric drum kit to your computer and this. It's just really nice. So this is the main default look right here. You have the drums. Bam, boom, bam. Then you have a mixer section, much like the competitors. With a bunch of different inserts with different effects and limiters, drive, reverb, transient. All that you need to be able to mix your drum in-house in the software, okay? So, I mean, you could probably use multi-instrument out and mix all of this outside if you have Logic, for instance, that I'm using right here. Then you have a mapping section where you basically design the type of MIDI mapping you're using in this case. But straight out of the box, I must say it was compatible with what I was using before, you know, the Superior mapping or whatever. But if you check on the mappings right here, there's a bunch of third-party configs right here. Check this out. I've never seen this extensive right here. It even has my drum kit in here, you know, my Roland E kit, so I can use that and just jump straight into it. And this is really, really nice to see. I don't have to do any conversions myself with the MIDI mapping. There's a preset for everything I'm using right here. So if you're coming from, you know, Toontrack Superior, those are in here. Look. They're all in there. Or Native Instrument, or Cakewalk even. Cakewalk. Who the fuck uses Cakewalk nowadays? I'm gonna get shit for that. Probably. Last but not least, we have the groove section. I didn't mean to start it myself. So where you can basically, you can filter by signature. There's a bunch of different packs in here. I have a metal pack engaged. You just double click. Heavy as hell, man. All right, let's go back to the drum section. And we're in the default mode right now, which doesn't really sound very exciting. It's basically a very default standard kit. But what I'm about to show you right now are the artist presets. And this is where I think this software shines, really. First of all, you have the utility presets like flat bus, flat multiput out, like I was talking about before, so you can mix outside of the software. Clean Tama kit, clean Ludwig kit. Basically, I think they're unmixed. If you check the mixer, yep. Basically, the mixer is completely empty. It's just the drums, and it's just ready to get mixed. You know, you put your personal mix to it. But since I'm shitty at mixing, I love presets. You have the factory presets. You have a bunch of artist presets from Adam Noble, Buster Odeholm, hello, Chris Classy, Ermin, Forrester Savell, George Level. So a bunch of artist presets right here. It's just a really good starting point to make something sound good. So let's just start with the first one. And I already worked up a track right here using the grooves from the app, and it sounds like this. And this is the 80 meets now is. Okay, let's use another one. Hell yeah, man. You know what? It sounds very organic. At least this preset. Explosive and heavy. Hell yeah, man. I quite enjoy the snare on this one. I'm gonna see later if I can kind of mix and match some presets, because I'm not necessarily very fond of the sound of the kick in this case. Like, if this was a Sunday with Ola song, for instance, that I will make, I will probably use this whole kit, which I think sounds good, but then I would use another, like a contact library for the kick, because, you know, I'm personally a fan of the Gojira kit from, or the Gojira kick from another sample library I've tried before, and you know, I would quickly use that into this and make my own mix. But I'm gonna see if I can mix all of this in-house later and switch out the kick and make it sound a little bit juicier. But the snare sounds great. Toms sound great too. Metal Monster. All right, probably more of a fitting kick for my type of music right here, I would say. So maybe I can move this kick to the other preset. Let's find out. Tech, bro. Oh, nice. The right was just a little bit more high pitch. As I'm moving around through the presets here, I mean, there's actually, you know, no preset so far that I think sounds like shit. So that's something very positive. Everything has something different to offer, and it seems like when they made these presets, at least the factory presets, that they wanted to offer different things with each single one. All right, let's try out some artist presets. Let's go for Booster, man, I guess. Here we go, some really deep sounding drums. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Also something with Booster, very airy, very big sounding drums. Deep drums, long sustain and shit. And very compressed, obviously. Very cool. Okay, Ermin, let's check out some Ermin presets. Bouncy speed metal. Hell yeah. Your Own Summer. Is that Deftones? That's the nice high snare right there. I like that. Something I can say immediately that is a little bit irritating for me, and this is something they can probably fix, the Get Good Drums guys. When I switch presets, I want to be able to browse presets, right? So I go back and forth a little bit. This is how I work with guitar presets as well. But for every time I'm going into the preset section and I change the preset, it's loading the preset, and then it resets to the drums view right here. So for every time I have to go back to the presets and go, you know, double click and go back and so forth. So I would love to be able to sticky, you know, the preset window right here, so I can just, you know, it's easier for me to navigate through the different presets. Already at this point, I feel that the presets have won me over a little bit. The kits sound amazing, and the preset sounds amazing as well. And I can immediately see myself using this a little bit more. I've been stuck with Superior Drummer. I'm not saying Superior Drummer is bad or anything. I think Superior Drummer 3 is excellent, you guys. But this is, you know, might actually make me stop using Superior Drummer. So let me see. I had this quite some energy preset where I really like the snare. Let me, just for the sake of it, I really like the snare, okay? Let me see if I can do something about the kicks in this. So we have the kicks right here, I can solo. If I want to edit the kick drum right here, I can go here too. So, you know, you don't have to be in the mixer to be able to mix everything. You also have all that available in the drum section right here. So, where you can control how much it goes into the overheads and the room microphones and all that. But I want to check, here you go, the pitch. Hell yeah. Then we have some envelopes, one shot. Let's do the beast then. Okay, here we go. So right now, I basically brought in another sample to make it a little bit more. Okay? But obviously, I can also change the different kicks right here. So I can go here. A little bit more clicky. Ooh. I like that. Ooh, I like this kick. What was that? The Gretsch Brooklyn kick. I like that one too, but I think we're going for the Gretsch one right here. I think it fits a little bit better. Okay, let me see if I can look at all these snares. You have to consider though, because I'm changing the snare right here. The original mix in this preset for the snare was with that original snare. So it might not be perfect mix or EQing for this particular snare right here. Maybe I should go and do the default mode instead. But I just want to play around with check what's available. And just like with the kick right here, I can go in and change the pitch. If I want, I can adjust the velocity curve. You can basically pull out some dynamics and make it a little bit more even by doing this, for instance. So if I feel like I want it to be a little harder hit. Okay, there we go. Here we have the kick shot right there. I can turn that down a little bit. Hell yeah, man. Let's see if it fits with the music I made. So let's unmute the rest. So that's pretty good. I would love to have some more, a little bit more saturation and everything. And that's something I can do in the master bus. Check this out. We have a vintage compressor. There's a mixer. Dude, that's great. So I can really make it slam. Okay, let's listen. Okay, the kick is a little too much click, maybe. Hell yeah! So yeah, obviously there's a lot more to the software depending on how nerdy you want to be and if you want to mix everything yourself and whatnot. For me, I just want to have quick results and quick presets to keep me inspired. I don't really care that much about sitting down and wasting a lot of time. That's hard to say it like that, but like spend a lot of time mixing drums when all I really want to do is write music. And with this, I must say that I'm really getting inspired using the software right here. And that's what it's all about for me, at least. There are some things that I would love to see them change for this. One of them being, the preset window being sticky, so I can keep it open and switch between the presets while, it's working in the background. I can listen and just change, like this. It's cool that they bring in the grooves like this, but in this section right here, I think that Superior Drummer is just way ahead, where you can search for patterns and shit like that. But I must say, something I really enjoy was these cymbal patterns right here. It's basically just the cymbals and different beats and whatnot, so you just drag those out of here. You can just drag and drop into your DAW, and then you can add the kicks yourself. It's saving you tons of time. So I did this with this, for instance, where I added the kicks and the snare, but the cymbal patterns are all, they were pre-made, which saves me a lot of time. So for me, this app is all about the presets. They sound really, really good, and that's what's important to me in this case. It's an app that I recommend. Probably, is it necessary if you already have Superior Drummer 3? Probably not, unless you want to update your sound and update some drum kits, because that's where I see the winning point in the software. The drums sound kick-ass. So there you go. That's my little Ola testing shit for you right there. The GGD Modern and Massive 2. Holy shit. Well done, guys. Just as a disclaimer, GGD did send me this app or software for free. I held off with making my demo. I wanted to give it a little bit more extra time. I want to be able to be fair to you guys about what I think about the product. I think it's an excellent product that needs some updates, but I'm having fun, and that's what it's all about. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.